The man deliberately dropped the candy on the ground, but he did this only to satisfy his sense of superiority. Then the man put the picked up candy into the driver's mouth, but the driver didn't dare refuse because the man was his superior officer. However, the driver, who appeared completely obedient on the surface, was harboring a heart set on defection. Although the camp forced everyone to watch videos of defectors being executed every day, this still couldn't extinguish Jack's determination to reach South Korea. Whenever night fell and everyone was asleep, Jack would immediately pry open the ventilation duct, because hidden there were the tools he needed to escape, as well as a map. After Jack climbed out of the ventilation duct, he immediately ran toward the south. Not until he was about to enter a minefield did Jack gradually slow down. Then he pressed the timer in his hand. Jack then lay on the ground and began slowly detecting the positions of the mines. Although this method was extremely dangerous, it was now his only option. Every time he discovered a mine, Jack would record it in his notebook, then insert wooden sticks at the marked positions. He had been living this dangerous life for a full 50 years. Jack looked at the borderline not far away, and his nervous mood gradually relaxed. However, just then, a loud explosion suddenly came from not far away. It turned out a wild boar had accidentally triggered a mine. At that moment, the timer also made a sound. Jack realized he had to return immediately. After returning to the camp, seeing his comrades still asleep, Jack finally dared to slowly fall asleep. The next morning, when Jack and his teammates went out to carry out a mission, an explosion suddenly occurred beside them. When Jack arrived at the source of the explosion, he discovered it was the unlucky wild boar from the previous night. Jack then brought the wild boar back to the military camp. All the soldiers felt extremely happy, because this was a delicacy rarely seen in 100 years at the camp. However, just as they were about to eat, an officer suddenly rushed in. Then the entire wild boar was taken away by the officers. Not only that, they also made Jack serve as a waiter on the side. Fortunately, he noticed that no one was paying attention to him. So Jack took the opportunity to take a piece of meat and then shared it with the other soldiers. In the soldiers' hearts, Jack had become like family to them. But every late night, Jack would quietly tune the radio to South Korean channels. He hoped to use this method to comfort his imprisoned heart. However, just as Jack was immersed in his fantasies, a soldier suddenly walked in.
나만으로 가실 거디요?